are in Music TV.
Hi folks, Mark Herring from Eastman Guitars in my garage again. Another episode of Eastman Corner. My colleagues Steve Bernstein and Tim Finch and we've been tasked with doing these little segments to give you a little bit a background on Eastman as a company and to dig a little bit deeper into certain aspects of our catalog. Steve's a rocker, so you've been seeing a lot of him doing the solid bodies cranked up through his Kemper. Tim Finch is a bluegrass guy, and so you'll see him doing some mandolin pieces and some flat picking pieces. One of the things that attracted me to Eastman in the very first place 12 years ago was the archtop guitars. I've always been a wannabe jazzer, and I love archtop guitars. So what I thought I would do is I would focus not just one, but 3 segments on our archtop guitar line. Today I want to start with discussing laminate construction when it comes to archtops. Laminates, there is a perception out there that laminates are cheaper and they're inferior, but a lot of companies have used the laminates over the years. Gibson has used them. Famous luthiers such as Jimmy D'Acquisto and Bob Benedetto have also used them as well. And we do a number of models that are done in all laminate construction. The instrument that I have here, right here, is the AR403 CED. D stands for dual Kent Armstrong humbucking pickups. All the others, the normal appointments that you would see on an Eastman: ebony board, a carved ebony floating bridge, a ebony cap on top of the tailpiece, and then of course the CTS pots, switchcraft jacks, etc., etc. All right. What is a laminate? Well, laminate is 3 pieces of ply. Some manufacturers have gone with as many as 5, usually an odd number. That way the outer and the inner match each other, and the grain is going in the same direction. Essentially the way it works is this. You take one veneer with the grain going in one direction, you take another veneer with the grain going in the opposite direction, and then you put on the back another veneer going in the same direction as the top. The whole idea behind that is it makes for a very structurally sound, a very strong instrument. But there's also some sonic differences as well. A laminate construction instrument allows you to play at a higher volume without the risk of feedback. It gives it a little bit tighter, more percussive attack than a carved instrument would, and there is a place for it. The other cool thing is, yes, it is a little less expensive because they're done in a press as opposed to carved, so that they're not as labor intensive as a carved instrument. We use the same press in our factory that we use to press the backs of some of our cellos. This particular instrument has a street price of under $1,100, so it is a way of getting a high quality Eastman jazz guitar without breaking the bank. All right. This one is a dual pickup, and I've got it in the center position. That means I'm using both of the pickups, and both the tones and the volumes are wide open. That nice little percussive attack. It helps. I've got round wound D'Addario strings on here too, 12 through 54. The other instrument that I'm going to play for you is my own personal instrument. This is a T49V. We no longer make the single pickup version. We still do make the T49VD, which is the dual humbucker. A couple of things about it. This is part of our antique varnish series, so it has a hand-applied varnish with a little bit of antiquing to it. We've upgraded the pickups on it, and the pickups on this one are the Seymour Duncan Antiquities. This one's a little bit older, so it does have a rosewood board on it, but they now come with the ebony board as well. All right. This one I've strung up with Tomastic infilled flats. I like to keep one instrument with round wounds and one instrument with flat wounds, just to kind of give me a broader palette of tones. So here's what the antique varnish with the Seymour Duncan Antiquity pickup and flat wounds are going to sound like. Get some volume. Got a little bit mellower tone because of the flats. The pickup is a little bit different, and the antique varnish gives a little bit mellower, broken in tone as well. Well, I hope this finds you well. I hope this finds you safe. While you're at home, kind of look online and look for your Eastman dealers. A lot of them have very, very liberal try it before you buy it policies when it comes to delivering to your home, because I know you're all home being safe right now. Once again, we'll see you on the next one. Next time we're going to do hybrids, both a combination of carved and laminates. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.
Guitar in Music TV.